Yo guys, it's Sif here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to the channel. Today, you might be thinking, oh, what's going on? Whereabouts are you? You know, this isn't your usual setup. You're usually standing up. Yes, standing up videos are no longer. Standing up videos are gone. Because like I said, I've got a huge desk here now. I've set up everything. And yeah, so sitting down videos are back for the first time in like, I don't know, 6-7 months. It does feel better to sit down, you know, relax and just think Chelsea, you know what I'm trying to say. So, yes, different type of setup in a way. Obviously, I've got my desk and everything here. This isn't the camera I stream on. My camera I stream on is right here. I'm filming still with my iPhone, so yeah. Let's get straight into it because we're talking today. We are starting our FA Cup journey. We are starting the FA Cup journey with Chelsea versus Preston. Here is the match preview. But before we get into the match preview, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video because videos come at any time. Also, first link in the description is my streaming channel, which I actually did my first ever stream yesterday night for about 6 hours, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant. I communicated with some new people on there, and yeah, it went all brilliant. It's a work in progress. I'm not as entertaining, but I'll get there in the end. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'll get there in the end, so yeah. Give it a follow, and you won't want to miss it. It's always a good time, and yeah, let's jump straight into the match preview, because I've got to be honest, with this match preview, I've got to be honest, I can't think of much to say in this match preview because I'm not going to sit here in front of you guys like some other of our YouTubers do and lie to you guys and be like, you know, I watch Preston every week or like I've seen Preston play. No, I didn't even know what league they were playing in until I've just researched it. I haven't watched them kick a ball for ages. All I know is that we've played them 3 times in the FA Cup and we've won all 3 of the games. And the last time we played them was 2010. I think it was 2010. That's what I read online on Twitter. So, as just much as you guys, I am not in the clue. Some of you may be watching Preston play. I don't know. But for me personally, I don't know how they play. Don't know the style that they play. I can't name you one player that's in that team. I don't think we've got any players out on loan at Preston either. I'm not in the clue. All I can sit down and talk to you guys about is Chelsea Football Club at this rate for this game because, you know, we've had a little break. We've obviously had a little break. We had a couple of games around Christmas where it was all rushed and everything out, but we've had a little break now. And we don't have another league game up until, I think it might be next Saturday, but also for some reason, Middlesbrough rings a bell for Saturday because obviously we've got them in the Carabao Cup semi-final, 2 legs that is. This game for the FA Cup is not a 2-leg game, but don't get me wrong, we've got to get a win. I think the fact that it's at home, obviously just bumps up our chances even more. No offence to Preston at all. We should be at our ground beating Preston. By the way, I'm saying this right here, right now, if we do not beat Preston, even if we draw to Preston tomorrow, get Pochettino gone. Get him gone. If we don't beat him, he has to go because it's unacceptable. So yeah, Preston currently play in the Championship. They're currently 14th in the Championship. With how many points? They have 35 points. They're currently only 1 point behind Middlesbrough, who we have 2 legs against in the Carabao Cup semi-final. So, yeah, Middlesbrough sit 12th. Preston sit 14th. I would say it would be a test to see whereabouts Middlesbrough are, or like, you know, how good Middlesbrough will be for the Carabao Cup. But saying that, though, anything could happen. The same thing I've just said about the Preston thing. If we do not beat Preston, even if we draw to our ground, it's a disgrace. If we don't beat Middlesbrough in the 2 legs in the Carabao Cup, I stand by the exact same thing I've been saying about Preston. The manager has to go. And I stand on this as well, just in general. I'm not happy with the manager whatsoever. You're going to see that in every video that I upload. I'm going to sit here and say to you guys every single time I am not happy with the manager. I'm not happy where the club is at right now, don't get me wrong, and that's to do with upstairs as well. I'm not happy with the upstairs, but I'm just completely not having it with the manager. No way. Completely not, as my mouse and keyboard turn off. But yeah, they're currently sitting 14th in the Championship. doing okay, you know, mid-table, just like us. We're mid-table. Obviously, Championship have 24 teams. In any cup game, could be FA Cup, could be Champions League, could be Europa League, could be Conference League, could be Carabao Cup, any cup, you cannot underestimate any team. That goes for Preston, that goes for Middlesbrough. You know, I've been saying this ever since we lost, I think it was in the FA Cup against, remember Bradford, I think it was in 2014 or something. We got bashed up 4-2 at our own ground against Bradford. Nobody expected it. Even I didn't think about it. I thought we were going to, thrash them. But we all underestimated them, even the players, and we tasted defeat. And don't get me wrong, our team, we always underestimate all the teams. I think we underestimated Nottingham Forest, and we paid the price for it. But, in cup competitions, anything can happen. And who knows, if Preston get a result, then, we go crashing out the FA Cup, don't we? We go crashing out the FA Cup. And that definitely wouldn't look good on Pochettino. Do you know what I mean? And, yeah, anything can happen if you underestimate a team in any cup competition. We see it all the time. With any team. Could be us. Any Premier League team it could be. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we must not underestimate Preston tomorrow. Because they could come out and, put the work on us. They could outwork us. Do you know what I mean? So... yeah, they've got nothing to lose, so literally they can roll up and, they lose 3-0 and, fair enough, it's just a decent away day. But for us, if they rolled up and beat us at our own ground, it is literally going to be toxic, like really toxic in the ground. So, yeah, without further ado, let's move into, because I've got to be honest, I've got nothing else really to say about the preview. I'm really stuck to say on this. But, yeah, that's it for the preview type bit. We're going to move on to the lineup I think we should go with for tomorrow's game. Alright, so the lineup I'm going to go with for tomorrow, I was actually going to change the formation for what I would like to see. I was going to go with a 4-3-3. I think it would have suited us better due to the amount of injuries, obviously, that we still have. Lavia is still out injured. Apparently he's got like a bruised knee or something. Come on, he shouldn't be out for weeks for a bruised knee. Let's be real here. But apparently he's got a bruised knee. Apparently Nkunku will be in the squad for tomorrow, but won't be playing, won't be starting, which I haven't put him in my starting bit as well because I wouldn't want him to start against Preston. So, yeah, Carney's back in. And, yeah, let's jump into what I would go with. So, here it is on the screen. So, I've gone with Petrovic in goal. Ian Maatsen left back, actually playing in his actual position. Badiashile left centre-back, Disasi right centre-back, Alfie Gilchrist at right-back, Cassadine and Gallagher in your double pivot, Davide Washington off the left, Chukwuemeka Cam, Sterling right, and then Broja up top. Now, let me describe to you guys why I've chose this and why I've gone with certain players. So, Petrovic, the only keeper we really have, keep it up. Petrovic, keep it up. He's been alright. He's been decent. He pulled off some great saves against Luton, so fair enough to him in that behalf. Ian Maatsen, play him at left back, just at least against Preston. Come on, if Pochettino's so nervous about playing him at left back against any Premier League side, you should be able to play him there against 14th in the Championship. Surely you're trusting there as 14th in the Championship. If not, I don't know. But obviously there's loads of rumours about Ian Maatsen leaving. Apparently him and Dortmund negotiations are going quick. So this could be his last game in a Chelsea shirt. I don't know. But with Cucurella and Chilwell still injured. Chilwell's nearly back though. But with them two out injured, we better get a left back soon at this rate. Badiashile, left centre-back. I've gone with him at left centre-back instead of anybody else because I wouldn't usually choose him in this game because I think actually I prefer him over Colwill. But I've chosen for this type of game because I want him to slowly try and get his form back. So maybe a couple of easy games for an easy little run because we've got a decent run of games coming up. Maybe with an easy game, it will settle him back in, With a cup win, hopefully it will settle back in to his usual self because let's be real, he's not been great in the times that he has been playing. So yeah, I've partnered up with his old partner at Monaco as well, Disasi. If you know me, I'm not a big fan of Disasi at all. I'm not a big fan of Disasi at all. I don't even know if he was a Poch signing, but yeah, it's just, he isn't my type of defender, really. He's not my type of defender. I think he gets caught up a bit too much. But he should be able to handle Preston. Let's be honest here. I don't want to be like negative towards Preston, you know. There's just a big gulf in quality, you know, 1 billion versus probably like a £10 million squad. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah. Alfie Gilchrist getting his first start in a Chelsea shirt. He's not gone on loan anywhere. In the last 2 games that we played, he's made 2 appearances and got like a total of about 7 minutes. Give him a game. Give him a game. In the 2 games he came on at right back. So, give him a game. See how he plays. Again, it's Preston. For the young players I've got in the squad, like Washington, Castledine and Gilchrist, it would be more of a test for them 3, but they're surrounded by other players who are used to playing these type of teams. You know what I mean? Like, easier. And I mean like players like Badiashile, Disasi, Gallagher, Sterling, Broja. Them 5 especially, they should be able to manage the game just in case any mistakes do happen from the young lads. You know what I'm trying to say? So, Gilchrist, I'd like to see him get his first start. I think he'd be deserving of that. So, give him a start. Now, this is why I want to switch up to 4-3-3. Because Castledine, Gallagher in the double pivot in a midfield, even to me, it screams it's going to get overpowered and overrun for some reason. Even against Preston. But I guess you could kind of chuck Carney into the midfield 3 in a way. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, I've stuck it still at 4-2-3-1 just to see, you know, how it goes. But Castledine, give him a try. He's been on the bench a couple of times, hasn't made a start. But I don't want us to use too many of our first teamers or, you know, yes, too many of our first teamers in this type of game, just in case like one of them does get an injury and picks up an injury in this type of game where I've made a squad here which is still perfectly capable of getting the win against a team like Preston. You know, instead of risking our players, our main players, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, let's just say I chucked in Nkunku in this game. What is the point? What's the point? You know, it's just risking him getting an injury in a game which doesn't really matter, you know, when we can get... Not in matters in that type of way. I mean, like, in a way as in, like, these players should be able to get the job done. But, yeah, I'd like to see Castledine. He's a good player. I've seen him a couple times in the youth squad. I don't watch the youth games, I'll be honest, but I see a couple highlights every so often. And he looks like a decent player, looks like a decent midfielder, so play him. And yeah, I would have chucked Matos as well into the squad, but he's gone out on loan, so there's that. Gallagher should be able to compensate for Castledine just in case Castledine gets overpowered on the board or misplaces a pass or something like that, or gets intercepted. Gallagher against Preston as well should be able to make up for the mistakes just in case. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I think it will just about be fine. It should be just about fine. Davide Washington off the left. Now, I don't know if he can play left wing, but I don't, like I said a minute ago, I don't want to risk players like Mudryk and Noni Madueke who deserve to play in a big game like the Carabao Cup semi-finals that we got or the next Premier League game. I don't want to risk them for this game and they pick up an injury and then that's it, done. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, I've gone with Washington off the left. I think maybe he could do that position. If not, I don't know. Maybe Broja could. I'm not too sure. That's where I'm getting stuck. But maybe Washington could do left. I swear I've seen him play off the left at some point. Or seen someone say he's played off the left. So, there's that. Maybe use him as an inside forward in a way. You know, tactically change that up. That's one thing I said about Poch. He needs to tactically change some stuff up, maybe. I don't know. Chukwuemeka, now he's only just come back from injury, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's not in the team tomorrow, in the starting 11, or in the squad. I wouldn't be surprised, but I think a good 55-60 minutes against Preston, surely he doesn't get injured again, or re-injured. Surely he can take it a bit light, you know what I'm trying to say? And especially in that cam role, you don't have to really do too much, you know what I'm trying to say? Gallagher will sweep up the midfield, Castledine will do the same. You don't have to overwork yourself, I don't think, unless we are, you know, actually in a tough position in that game. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Which is perfectly, you know, it could happen. But I think Carney will be fine in this type of game. So I've gone with Carney in the cam. Sterling off the right. Sterling should, in my opinion, my expectation, even how I don't rate Sterling, he should be able to get minimum 2 goals for tomorrow. That's my target for Sterling. He should get 2 goals or more tomorrow. The guy's on 300k a week, probably more than the whole Preston squad combined. You know what I'm trying to say? Probably double the Preston squad combined. He should be able to get 2 goals or maybe 3. But 2 goals is what I've set for him. He should be able to get that. So yeah, I've gone with Sterling off the right. Broja up top. Broja, now you know what I'm thinking about Broja at the moment. I don't think he's been good. I don't think he's Chelsea quality at all. I think he's more like mid-table Premier League team quality. But against Preston as well, he should bag a goal. He should be bagging a goal. Now, I'm not saying he's going to bag a goal. What I'm saying is, against Preston, you should be bagging a goal. If you don't bag tomorrow and you start the game, let's just say he stays on for the whole night, it doesn't bag, it's bad news. It's bad news because Jackson obviously is on AFCON duty for the next month and a half or something like that. Maybe even more, depending on how far Senegal go through. So he should bag tomorrow. This team should be good enough to get the job done. I don't care what anybody says. It should be good enough to get the job done. That's my lineup I'll go for tomorrow. Let me know in the comments down below what yours would be. So, score prediction. Chelsea versus Preston. I think it's Preston United. I'm not too sure. But Chelsea versus Preston. FA Cup. Don't know what round it is, but we haven't played an FA Cup game yet. I'm going to go with... I don't want to come on here and be cocky and be there like, oh yeah, Preston are awful. Because Preston are an awful team. I'm probably guessing. I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch them. But come on, there's this team, Chelsea, and with a £1 billion squad against Preston. Now, it's not our main squad, don't get me wrong, but it's still a squad that should be getting the job done. I'm going to go with Chelsea 3, Preston 0. That's what I'm going to go with for tomorrow. Chelsea 3, Preston 0. I think we're going to get the job done. And yeah, I'm hoping... We can see some... I'm hoping Sterling gets 2 goals. Because, like I already said, that's my target. I think Sterling should be getting 2 goals in this game. And I also think Broja should be bagging a goal in this game. So, yeah, that's not my scorer predictions. I don't know who's going to score. And I don't know if they will bag 2. But that's what I'm saying. That's my expectation for those 2 players. They should be bagging those goals. So, yeah, that's my predictions. At the bridge tomorrow. Let me know in the comments down below your predictions. I'll be very intrigued to know. And yeah, like, subscribe, everybody. Take care all. Bell notification on because I'll be uploading a video tomorrow in between 30 minutes and an hour after the game ends. So I'll give my opinions on it all. Like, subscribe. Like I said, first link description is my streaming channel. So go and check that out. I will be streaming tomorrow night. So be ready for that. And yeah, take care all. Peace.